All right, it's 7:50 and welcome back, everyone. Well, Election Day, as you know, is nearly 2 weeks away, and in Houston, it's all about the mayoral race.
And that's why we've invited all the candidates running for mayor to answer a few questions and maybe get to know a different side of them. And here with us today is mayoral candidate Derrick Broze. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
And thanks for being here. Well, you are on the ballot, as we all know, but some people may not know about you completely, but you're very open on your website about things that you've gone through, whether it's drugs, prison, depression, all of that. So what makes you qualified to be the mayor of Houston?
So as you said, lots of folks might not know who I am. I am on the ballot. I've been campaigning since May. I think what I'm bringing to the race is the experience of being a journalist. So I'm the watchdog in the race. I'm the advocate. I'm the one who spent the last decade at City Hall, at City Council, confronting the public officials, the current mayor, the previous mayor, the current police chief, the previous police chief. I've had the pleasure of them running away from my camera and my questions because sometimes they don't want to answer difficult questions. And having that experience also as an activist, coming from the community, I think that's bringing something that other candidates aren't able to.
And one strange thing that people are looking at, like, wait, he did what? You've called for the mayor to actually have less power. Why is that, and how do you see that happening?
So I think that's probably one of the most crucial parts of the campaign that I'm bringing is, the mayor has way too much power, not just Sylvester Turner, but the position itself. In fact, in the United States, Houston's mayoral position is one of the strongest in the country. And I've, again, experienced this going to City Council for 10 years, and I've seen every issue from water quality, police violence, homelessness, you name it. If the mayor isn't with that issue, they have the ability to stop that and to say no. So even if you had all 16 council members in agreement with one topic, a mayor could shut that down. And so we're calling for amending the city charter to reduce that power, to give that power back to the city council, and ideally that would amplify the voices of Houstonians.
Now, if you won this election, what is the very first thing or one particular thing that you feel that you want to fix immediately?
So I know we all have big plans, that we want to get to right away. And for me, there's a couple of things I would check off, things that could happen very immediately and very easily. For one, removing the city's anti-food sharing ordinance from the charter, which says that it's illegal to share food with more than 5 people at once. It's kind of a criminalizing of the homeless population. Also, I would initiate an immediate moratorium on the 5G rollout because it's highly controversial. There's privacy concerns, health concerns, and I want us to take a step back and do some more studies before we roll forward with that. And then, of course, addressing the power of the mayor is definitely crucial to this.
So whether you win or lose, what is one of the things after the election you will do to improve the city?
Well, so as I said, I've been involved in activism and journalism for a decade here in Houston. I've been here my whole life, but the last 10 years, as you mentioned, after going through some of the experiences I went through, I decided, I want to improve myself, I want to improve the community I live in, and I don't plan to stop one way or another, no matter where this race goes. I'm committed to improving the city I live in from the ground up, both as a journalist, as an activist, or as a candidate.
All right. Well, now you have an opportunity to pick from the bowl. We got a number of questions here, so we want you to pick, and we're going to, don't open it,
I'll
open
let you guys open. I've seen how this goes.
All right, so let's
I know
start
the
with
rules.
this one. Yes. So the first one you have selected is this. What is the best novel you've ever read and why?
I was hoping for this one.
Okay.
So there's lots of good books that have influenced me, but I would say probably influenced me up to this date, 1984 by George Orwell, because unfortunately it seems like some people look at it as a manual instead of a fiction novel, and our world sometimes resembles a little bit of what 1984 talked about, unfortunately.
Okay, one more.
All right, got time for another
Yes.
one?
Let's see what we got.
All right, let's see what we got.
So this one, it says, what famous person, dead or alive, would you want to have dinner with and why?
Native activist John Trudell. He was a poet, and he was a very empowered activist who could just speak so well, and unfortunately he died in 2014, about a month before I was supposed to interview him, so I didn't get a chance to meet him, but yeah, if I had a chance, I'd go for that.
Okay. I think we have
got a
time
little bit
for
more
another
time.
one.
For another one? All right.
All right. Let's see what this one holds for you, sir. And it is, what was your first job as a kid? How old were you? And how did you get it?
6th grade, one of those kids outside of the grocery store selling newspapers.
Okay.
Yeah, woke up early, went to the Chronicle, picked up the papers, sat outside the store and sold them. Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't have to deliver them on a bike or walk doing it.
No, just hanging outside the grocery store hawking newspapers.
Can I add something to that? What did you learn from that experience?
Well, I mean, I've been working since a young age, but definitely I think that just taught me some discipline and also how to hustle and just work for myself. I've always been entrepreneurial minded, so I think it stuck with me.
Good. All right, let's go for another one.
All right.
You're flying through these, so we got a chance to get some more of them. And this one says, I'm trying to open it fast. Okay, here we go. Name one song that gets you emotional when you hear it.
Oh, wow.
We wanted the teary song.
Serious song. I don't know if there's
Whatever
any-
song, whatever song.
Let me see.
Emotions are happy too.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of like jazz and neo soul, like
Okay.
instrumental stuff. It's kind of what gets me in a good vibe. More,
right.
more than, I mean, obviously I love lyricists and poets, but I like just good instrumental, something I can throw on the background and get you in that good place.
I like
Nothing
that.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And I think we've run almost out of time, I think. Okay.
Should I go?
All right. So you can go. Thank you so much, first and
Absolutely.
foremost, for being with us. We really do appreciate it. And you can go to CW39.com to see the interviews we've done with all of our candidates running for mayor. And a reminder, early voting starts today. So talk about timing for you to show up.
Yeah.
Get it out there, everybody, and
Go
get to
vote.
voting. Doesn't matter who you vote for. You got to vote. Everyone needs to vote.
Very true. And
Yes.
there's still much more ahead on Morning.